and welcome to episode 48 of Sundaisy's Perfect Podcast. I am Angie, also known as Sundaisy 920. That was Luke. That is Carmel. Hi, Carmel. He knows his name. Welcome all new and returning viewers. Thank you for joining me. Today I have a few things on my clogs. A few things off my closet which I forgot to get. I need to get those in a minute. And I got a few purrs to share and a little sun patch news. So I'm going to pause real quick and run and get my alpha claws so I have them, and then I'll be back. Alrighty, I'm back. So let's get to the knitting. On my claws, sorry, Luke. What are you doing, Luke? Okay, good. Sorry. Luke wanted to come say hi. So this is my, I have one finished sock, and I started my second one. It's just a vanilla sock. Here's the finished one. Fish Lips Kiss Heel. And then I just started this one. So, not that interesting, but the yarn is pretty. It is fish knits. I was going to call it fish kiss. Fish knits, and it's in the Fuji Fight Like a Girl colorway. And it has sparkles in it, but you can't really see. But it is sparkly. So I haven't actually worked on this week. I wish you could see the sparkles. But I got that going. And I think I finished this. I think I have a finished one in here, don't I? Yeah, I'm thinking I did. I finished. This is the groovy sock. And Fish Lips Kiss Heel. See the pattern. It's really, really simple. It's just it's a free pattern, and it's super simple, and I really like the way it turns out. And it's just a 2-row repeat. I think that's right, how you say that. And yeah. Then I'm using my Sock Bunny Studio yarn in the Meow colorway. And Sunshine. It has sparkles too, which you can't see. And I just have the toe done. I just started this. But I was really proud of myself because I do the toe from all of Lauren McMarty's pattern, and I finally have it memorized now. We'll see how long I have it memorized, but I did this from memory. So proud of myself. So got that started. And Luke is I'm tempting him. Entrapment. So I got that started. And then I was trying to get my By the Seashore finished, but I got sidetracked by something that's off my claws. But I am really, really close to getting it finished. I am on the edge now. It doesn't look, but I've got started the little edging. Definitely, do something about that. So I got this much to do, and I'll be finished. And then I'll need to block it. So hopefully I can have that done by the next episode. And in case you don't remember, this is the Gnome of the Lake, a doppelganger set from No Makers, and it's Gnome of the Lake, and then this, the edging is called Deep Blue something. And then, yep. Then I did start another shawl, I know. But see, I wanted to use this yarn I had dyed to see how it knit up. And here's the yarn. I don't know if it's finished there. There you go. But see, it's kind of showing up, but it's like, here's how it's knitting up. Maybe it's kind of tangled. There we go. But there you go. See, it's like pinks and blue and green and yellow and just a tad bit of like a lavender. And I dyed this like sun tea, and I decided I would just see what happened when I put like more than just like two colors. So I did pink, blue, yellow, and purple. Four of my favorite colors. And it ended up being like, it's like a green, like it's like a, I don't know if you can see, but it looks like a pale green background, and then it has these little splotches of like pink and purple, I mean not purple, pink and blue and yellow, and there you go. So, kind of interesting how it dyes. So, oh, this is the TGV shawl. I forget, Susan Ashcroft, is that who the designer is? I'm not real sure, but I think. And it's really, really super simple. Luke is getting the yarn. I can't knit with Luke in my lap because this is what he does. Stop it. But yeah, it's a real simple pattern because I think you only knit like two rows. Like this, I'm knitting the exact same row right here, and then when I get to like, it has like it looks like a ribbing or something towards the bottom, and then that's just, one thing you do. So very simple, mindless TV knitting. And yeah, I'll link it in the show notes because I forgot to bring my iPad to show you a picture of it and everything. So that's really all that is. Well, I have worked on my sock blanket, but I'm gonna wait till I finish throwing. I think I only have like 2 more squares, and I'll finish. I'll have a row finished. So I'll probably show that to y'all next time. So that's all that I've been working on, besides the things I've finished. So I will show y'all what's off my cloth. The first thing is a rat. There's a little rat. Click, 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 click. And I forget the name. I think the name of the pattern is Rats. Very simple, and I forget the name of the designer. I do apologize, but I will have it in the show notes. But it's very, see, it's very lifelike. Even Luke thinks it's a rat that he's supposed to catch. Luke, stop it. So, besides that, I finished, which I had showed y'all working on last time, was the tiny little Voodoo You Love by Susan Clavina. And he is knit out of lace weight. So I would, if I had smaller, I knitted them size 0. If I had smaller needles, I would have knit them on even smaller needles to try to get them really, really, really tiny. But he is a little smaller than fingering weight. Voodoo. And so he can ride the rat. And then the other thing I finished is a little tiny hickory bear. I knit her out of fingering weight, and that's what I got sidetracked on. Her face looks a little funny to me. I don't know, but whatever. We can go with it. But that's her two little eyes. Little dress. I put shoes on her. She's sparkly too. I knit her out of Knit Picks Stroll Glimmer, I think it's called. And it's a carnation color. And so her face looks kind of wonky to me. But I still like her, and I'm taking her with me when I go on vacation in September. So she'll be making some photo ops. And then just to show y'all how tiny she is next to the other little bakery bear. This is a bakery bear made out of worsted. And then so even though her face looks, I don't know, I am my worst critic. So anyhow, that's all I got off my claws. And I guess we're on to hers. Oh, I finally got some lollipop yarn. This stuff is hard to get, let me tell you. You gotta have some thing. I just happened to see she was having an update on Instagram, and it was just like an hour or so, and I wasn't doing nothing, so I kind of stalked. And then when it, was time, I went in there, and I mean, it's like stress. You just put it in a cart and you're hoping you get out of there with it. But I did, and I think her store sold out in 5 minutes or less. I don't know, it was crazy. But I was happy I got this. It's not really showing, it's a little more brighter, maybe the word. And let me get pop up in there. But yeah, but it is called Prissy, and it's 13 rows of prim pink, 4 rows cream, 4 rows straight laced sand, and 4 rows cream. And it's 75% superwash and 25% nylon. Okay, so lollipop yarn. I'm kind of showing you the color. Isn't it pretty? That's way more accurate right there. So, and it came in a little cute little thing. So I will probably be casting on, although I don't know what pattern yet, but I will be making a pair of socks with this pretty soon, probably once I finish these other 2 pairs of socks. I've learned that I like to have at least 2 pairs of socks going at one time, so that way when I get done with one, I can go do the other sock, so it kind of breaks it up, and you get that what they call it, second sock syndrome. It kind of helps break it up for me, so I don't oh. So anyway, I was really happy I got this. And then that's the only thing of yarny goodness, that I bought. The only other thing I thought I would share is last time I had showed y'all that skein I had dyed, like sun tea, and the blue and the pink one, and I had wound it up, and I just thought y'all might like to see what it looks like wound up. That's pretty accurate too, right there. Like that. Yeah, there you go. There you go. So, pretty cool. And then I also dyed one with just green, just to see what it would do if you just, and it kind of, it's like a tonal. I don't know, it's not really showing very good. But it's like a pale green, and then it's kind of like little bare spots. That's kind of neat. So that's all the Yarny curves I have. Oh, I was going to mention, in case you haven't watched it yet, but the design, this is Mrs. Bakery Bear by Kay Jones, and her husband have the Bakery Bear podcast, and if y'all have not watched that yet, I really should. I think they have like 6 episodes, and they're adorable, and they're very entertaining, so if you haven't checked out their podcast, highly recommend it. And as far as reading and watching, I started this book that I bought. Really good. Without giving too much anything away. It's this woman, she's like in the 1970s. It was 1970, and then all of a sudden she's in 2010. Can you imagine? I mean, just all the gadgets and the technology, and so. But there's more to it than that, but like I don't want to give anything away. So really, if you've never read any of his books, I really enjoy them, so I would recommend them. But anyway, so I'm reading that, and I went and saw the Dawn of the Apes movie, and it was really good. My husband stayed awake for the whole thing, so that's like 2 thumbs up. And afterwards, we were talking, and neither one of us had seen like the original Planet of the Apes from like, was it 1968? So we watched that, and I guess there's 5 movies in the old series. So we watched the first. Well, we watched the first one, and I watched the second one. He fell asleep. But I mean, they're okay. The second one is probably better than the first one was better than the second. And then last night I watched the third and started the fourth. And I don't know if you plan on watching them, you might want to cover your ears because they're a little depressing. And I gotta answer my phone in a second. Sorry about that. I had to make sure it wasn't my husband. So anyway, Planet of Apes movies. They're not bad, but they're not the most uplifting movies so far. So, and I guess that's about it. Can't think of anything else. I mean, we're still watching the Mentalist. Oh, and we started watching The Closer, which is pretty good. It's kind of the same thing, and it's a detective show. And yep, not a lot. So I guess it's there, and we'll go to the sun patch. I think I have a stray cat hanging around the house. He only really shows himself in the evening, and the other 2 outside cats don't seem to be bothered by him, so that's good. Lucas. He's just going where he probably shouldn't go. But yeah, so he comes in. I saw him. I don't know if y'all watched previous episodes. I'd mentioned, I don't even know how long ago it was, but that there were these 2 cats I kept seeing, and one was white and like orange, and one was black and white. Well, apparently, I think they must be strays because even they don't really come out very often because the white and orange one, he's the one that comes up like when I look outside in the evenings. He'll be, laying on the blanket I have out there for him, and this is snoozing, and I think he eats. He gets something to eat, which is fine, and water or whatever. And then the black one, I don't think there's a black and white one. And I think he's gotten into fights with my outside cat Buster. But I have seen him out there a little bit. But yeah, so if I can catch him, I will and get him fixed and everything. But if not, then sometimes you can't. Sometimes you can't. I'm gonna go check. Hang on a second. I am so sorry. I knew that my old cat, Jake. I knew he was on the bed earlier. And sometimes he gets his claws snagged, and I was afraid that all that noise was that he got his claws snagged on trying to jump off the bed or something and was like hanging, but he wasn't. It was Matthew who, if y'all remember the phone rang earlier, Matthew has some kind of love affair with that sound of a phone, or even if like you're playing like video games on like, have a little, I haven't played in a while, but a little Nintendo DS, and if it like beeps and stuff. I don't know what it is, but Matthew loves the sound. And he'll go, when the phone's ringing, he'll go into the bedroom and he starts rubbing his head on the phone, and so that he was doing that. I guess I don't know why he was still doing it, but he knocked the phone over. So yeah, so never a dull moment. But anyhow, I've got stray cats, and then at work we have a stray cat that showed up. So we've been feeding him, trying to get close to him. So, yep, cats seem to find me. So I guess that's about it, and I apologize for the interruptions, and I hope everybody is having a great summer or winter, staying cool if you're, it's hot today. It's been really hot lately, and the cats have been staying in a lot. I think some of them go out at night, but yeah, so. But anyway, I hope everybody has a great day, and I will talk to y'all later. Bye!